Here we go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Zagard-tastic stream. And it's I, your friend, the one, the only Z, a single Zagard. And I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, noon, night, evening, whatever time it is for you today. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den, my friends. And it is another wonderful, beautiful Fantasy Fridays here in the Dragon's Den. How are you all doing? How was everyone's week? What does everybody have planned for the weekend? I am sorry that we didn't stream last week or Monday, but there is so much to get done for this Record of Ragnarok vid. You have no idea how much there is to get done. Here, look, I'll give you a snippet, a snippety whippet of all the things we will get done. So, I have, as you know, I like to, I put those images in the video, and I like to, what's the word? I like to edit them as best I can and then have them look clean before I put them in the video, because otherwise they look nasty and gross when put up against another image. And currently I have edited 66 images. And these are all new images. Images I did not already have from a mythology. Most of it is from Hindu mythology, because a lot of Hindu mythology is talked about in season 2. So there's 66 images that I've edited that I did not already have in my files. I have 50 more images to go. Okay, 50 more. 5T, 5-0, the big O. You know, the half a century number. And you have to remember, each one takes about 5 to 10 minutes to edit to look clean in the video. Not just to be in the video, to look clean. Now I could just slap in some of these images, but then you'll have ones with like a white background, or it's about this one character and it's an action scene and it's getting cut off, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good in my opinion when you do that. So I always like to edit them out. And so I've done 66. If each one takes about 10 minutes, let's just round up to 10. That means I've spent 600 minutes just working on images, and I have 500 more minutes to go. So that's a lot. That's a lot, my friends. Now there's time to watch Zagard bring out the taste of insane jumping patterns. Hopefully he doesn't rage when playing. Hey, I never rage. I just dainbermage. Admittedly, I never play this game, so I can't say anything about how hard it is. It's got its difficulty curves. Am I a philosopher? No, I'm not a type of stone, good sir. I am a dainbermager. That is what I am. All right, let's get into the game, because I also want to play some HiGuard, because ranked mode came out, so I'm interested in that. Oh, 1 minute. I've got to poopa. Let's see. We did not. I didn't set game to unmute when we swap, so let's check that. Okay, good. Now we're cooking with bacon. Okay, where were we again? It has been a hot dangity minute. Let me know if the volume is a bit loud. I'm gonna turn on the game just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. I'm like a machine. You're right, I am like a machine. One that's broken and dying, and the parts constantly need to be replaced. Oh, thanks for following, Tezcatlipoc. Are you an Aztec warrior? Oh, right, I dyed it. Right, we were doing a boss. What's the best way to get there? I think it's just to drop down here. The audio is super loud. What is my... Yeah, my headset's at like 40. I don't remember the game being this loud. I'm not gonna lie. I may fib, but I won't lie. It's okay. Damage is fine. Okay, that is not fine. Oh my. We want to drop down. Fuck you. Well, there goes all the money we may have had at one point. Oh well. I don't think I had that much. It's fine. What's more important is getting back into the game. You know. It has been a hot minute since we played this. And we can make money, so I'm not upset about that. I probably will be in like... Wait, where's my... Why did it go there? I wasn't in there. Bizarre world. Okay, so we were somewhere down here. The Carol Chambers. That's where my silk was when I died. Who puts spikes like that on the floor, huh? What kind of sociopath? Oh, hello. Oh, what a turn up. I'd fear it was not but myself left sane about these halls. Seems this old bug's luck has not yet worn thin. It was more than luck that saw me to you, madam. I promised the wish of bugs concerned for your safety. I urge you to head their way, besides the old bell up and over. A small settlement has formed there, and the bell, reawakened, seems to ward away the worst of the citadel's many dangers. A settlement in the long haunted halls? Are you telling me naughty little lies, dear one? Well, I suppose there's not too much danger in going and seeing the truth for myself. Poggers, we granted a wish. I'm doing pretty good. I've gotten a lot of work done, so I'm feeling good about myself. And I'm excited for HiGuard ranked. I've played a bit. I did not win a single game because it's probably because of 3 reasons. One, I was not thinking. I was just like kind of going in, dainbermage ablazing. 2, all the people who have been grinding away at the game and are good at the game are all going to be playing in the low ranks when ranked first starts. So I'm probably playing against high-level players who all know how to coordinate. And 3, I can guarantee some of my teams that I'm playing with do not know how to play the game well enough to be playing ranked. By the way, dear one... but be away then, dear one, and leave me to gather up my trinkets and baubles. If this settlement of yours truly has bugs settled safe, I'll be able to make some lucrative trades. Blessing and farewell. Okay, so I gotta wait for... ho. We found a new area. Or was I already here? Perhaps I was already here. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so there's nothing there. Cool. Nothing I need yet concern myself with. Okay, so I got whatever this is. Oh, right, we got the oil for... what's his face? And I think we need these for a mission, right? Not sure what to use the white key for yet. We'll definitely need that for something. Yeah, we need to get fine pins. Right. We need to kill the choir bugs to get them. This, I'm not sure how to... Pill and tract is lower gray more. Cool. And I haven't found any of these berries that we need to... Where's the pin master? Did I mark where he is? No, I did not. I don't think. Oh, maybe it's the red. It's probably the red. You gonna try and silk my song? Ogre's tits. You're not gonna make it. I'm practicing my fantasy world swearing for my D&D campaigns. I started a new book series and it gave me an idea for an interesting way for characters to swear. How you doing, Ukes? I bet this is where we can use the white key. Yes! Nice. Okay, so we got a new area. This is spoop. This is very spoop. Where am I? White Ward. Okay. This looks like a place where people used to hang out. Maybe they used to get healed or something. And now everything's all messed up. Okay, so we need another key to activate this stuff. I'm guessing we'll find it somewhere in here. Okay, so that probably is the key. Ah, you bastards. That's what you get for being bastards. Oh my... What? I don't know what happened there. We're gonna have to fight something, aren't we? Coral Commandment. Oh my god, what is that? New enemy type. That's creepy. I feel like I'm letting something out. I feel like they barred this off like this for a reason. Okay, let's explore this way. Oh, this is the elevator we came from. Okay. Oh, there's more down. Fascinating. Hey, more silk! Look at that. Huggy Wuggies. Did I perchance lock myself down here? Hey, okay. That was kind of a waste. But do well. Okay, we should keep this down here. We'll just go back around. It's fine. Nothing is dangerous to kill me. Dangerous enough, I should say. Not until I activate whatever this is. That's not a creepy sound. Okay, that's definitely a boss room. Mission displaying a model of the Citadel. We got a map! Poggers. That is quite valuable if I do say so myself. What the hell are you? Oh, it's okay. These things happen. Doing great. I just finished what I think is one of the best anime I've ever seen. Hello. Can you reveal your dragon form? Not right now. Right now I am in human form for porpoises. What was the anime you finished, good sir? Sir Ukes of the Yuki clan. easier than I thought it would be. Lots of needles down here. Why? Oh, God. Patience is the bacon. Every enemy starts doing about 2 hits per damage, it seems. This has got to be important later, right? It can't just be almost important. Yeah, so there's another room that way. Injector band. Interesting. What could that be? Okay, this is... Okay, fascinating. And there are these bellows that are constantly keeping it heated. I messed up. That was quite annoying. Okay, so I can only go down. Oh no. It's this thing again. Look, I already killed you once. I don't want to have to kill you again. Oh my god, is that going to be version 2? Because let's see, that one has gold. I only found something. Finally! Oh, we can go to that thing we found a while ago. Okay, cool. We'll do that later. I want to discover more of the White Ward. Okay, let's see. Which way do we... Chat, do we want to go south, east, north, or west? You decide. No, we can't go north. So south, east, or west? It's called Orb on the Movement from Earth. Ooh, interesting. On the movements of the Earth. Ah, okay. What's it about? Question of the day. Brain fried. No time to think of questions. Check the what's up. Scammed. Today I play some Silksong and maybe feed the addiction with some HiGuard. Resident Evil 9 coming out. Will you show any interest in the franchise? No. West, as Patrick would say. South is good. South. Okay, everybody wants us to go south. Can we go home? No. Home is in a direction. Oh, son of a banshee. Another one of these walls where it's like, hey, you see that thing you want to get? It's right there. It's right freaking there. It probably won't be that valuable, but it'll be neat to have. Okay, so south just led. see. What was that? There's something down here that I already picked up? Gotta be. So it seems my answer was not... South is not an option. So east or west, chat? How familiar am I with Rick Baker? Not at all. The only Ricks I know about are my dad, Rick Riordan, and... Why do I feel like there's a Rick Sanchez? Oh yeah, Rick Sanchez. You know, Rick and Morty. On the surface is about the development of heliocentrism. Journey to the West time. Journey to the West time. Are we a monkey bug? Or as they call it in the academic community, Iglius mon monkeus. And you might be asking which academic community, and I would answer the one that matters. Why has this one only got half the visuals? That's interesting. Do I need to heat it up or something? Well, that's a new enemy. Okay, looks like there's some stuff over here. Nothing important. Well, I got him to blow himself up. Oh my god. We freed a flea. Hey, cool. Oh my god, they keep spawning. That's fun. I didn't see him. Ah. No. Oh, that it's fine. We'll get it back. Oh, that was rough. Okay, we might need to change out our charms. Where's the one that protects from the heat? Ward against the intense heat of the deeper rocks. Right. It's a blear. We'll wear this because it's getting pretty hot down here. Found them to equipped tools. Right. Pins from the white ward. Used to forcibly insert silk deep inside a bug shell. Increases the speed of binding. Oh. That's pretty strong. Oh. Might use that. You know, we'll try that out. We have one less hit, but we can heal faster, which is a good replacement. What are these other ones we have? Right. Turn the set. What is this one doing? Oh, right, I can heat my blade. Where were we? Rick Grimes. Never watched that show, so I don't know who that is. What are the names of the Thrawn books you talked about? I'm interested in reading them. Oh, they're just just look up the Thrawn trilogy. Here, I'll look it up real quick. In my library of bookins. Let's see. Book 1 is called Heir to the Empire. So just start there, and if you like that one, it's easy to figure out which one is the second one. So just look up Star Wars Heir to the Empire. He's a makeup artist who worked on the thriller music in the early 2000s Grinch movie. He also did makeup for a few horror films. Who? Ah, yeah, no, I don't know who that is. Orb is heavily a character-centric story. Oh, neat. Actually, Horn is a dragon. With a theme of inspiration, passing that torch to someone who can continue what you were able to finish. Interesting idea. I just started Sentenced to be a Hero. I'm really liking that one so far. They do a good job of blending CG with 2D animation a lot of the time. Hollow Knight Silkstonks. Harpoon incoming. Why does a scrubbing gown sound like Mr. Burns? Mr. Burns. In case in point, you can probably thank Rick Baker for all the monster designs in Thriller. I mean, I guess cool, but I don't know. Good. I mean, that's cool for him. That's not really something I'm interested in, but cool. I don't really like horror films, so that's another reason I wouldn't really know anything about it. And I don't really care about that Michael Jackson music that much. Like, I like his music, but I'm not a super mega fan. It's not like a Star Wars or Aragon thing for me. I've been meaning to check that one out, but Orb took priority for me. Fair enough. And there's only like 4 or 5 episodes of Sentenced to be a Hero right now. Anyway, were those Kingdom Hearts Spicy Wings streams? Do you usually enjoy them? I mean, yes. Oh, how were they? Yeah, I enjoy them. I like playing Kingdom Hearts, and I don't mind eating hot sauce. It's usually the after effects that are a problem for me. Like the next day. Right, it's not this way. It's this way. Then we gotta drop. Okay, so it's only a temporary buff anyways. That was fast AF. I feel like that's something we're gonna be tracking later. And dead. That's going to be a gauntlet. So let's see if we can find a... We're definitely going to be able to get through this because I can see it looks cracked. And we're going into the image. We don't usually go into the image. I'm trying to find a bench real quick. Yep, this ain't a boss. Or maybe it will be a boss. Oh, new power? Daughter of a distant land, we who remain have waited long. Bind our strength to yours, reclaim the future of our haunted kingdom. We regain the power! May I offer precisely from the rubber inside? Ancestral art. Claw line. A. Fling the needle as a harpoon and launch forcefully towards it. Silk will be expended. Silk. Strike enemies to replenish silk. We finally have our hook shot ability. Holy heck. Spiciness from rubber inside because sauces can be pretty messy if the coating is too thick. And I'm someone who likes crispy wings. I don't like crispy wings more. I prefer non-crispy. I mean, they're fine, but I don't like when meat is too crispy. You're kind of burning out all of the flavor then. One creepy game that's actually fun to play is Little Nightmares. No, I'm not going to. You think you watch the Darth Maul show? Probably not, because they don't know what they want to do with Darth Maul. Like, they 100% don't know what they want to do with Darth Maul, and they haven't been able to use him well, in my opinion. Not since Disney got him. So I'm not interested in the Darth Maul show until they say it's good. Hollow Knight has the power of Grayskull? No. The power of Silk. Also, this is not... she's not the Hollow Knight. I'm guessing I can use... Finally, I could hook onto these. I knew I'd be able to. I was seeing them everywhere way too often. Ooh, a shard bundle. I knew there'd be something. And I knew these ones just hanging randomly would be used to open something. Thank you for the silk. So that's how you beat them. Oops. Oh my god. Did I do it? New exit. Haha. Oh, come on. Is there going to be a hook thing? There is. I knew these were going to be important. Oh, hello. Master, you seem the lone maker left in the citadel. Are you my enemy? The other constructs of this place object aggressively to my presence. Bug Red. I am a maker. Yes. Enemy. No. I am an architect. Only an architect. To build, automate is not choice. It is our nature directive cage. You are Weaver type. Yes. A first child. Rare extinct. Or not, it does so seem. You see it true, Master. I bear the lineage of weavers, along with other strands, equally strange. Then your request, Bugred, as directive demands for Farloom's first children and our kingdom eternal, I shall serve, I shall craft. Oh, some new stuff. Ooh, an architect's key. Okay, so we need that for, I think, the lower level. Got it. Okay, so a flexible shell prosthetic. It would enhance a weaver type's flexibility, allowing evasive options. Tools in my craft day would be useful to improve your own. Make harder, sharper. Okay, okay. I'm putting that there for now. Is there a way to get up? A lock gate bearing the symbol of an architect. Okay, so this is what we'll need the architect's key for. Okay, why can't I open this yet? I feel like I should be able. This should do something, right? That's where I first found myself? No, not quite, I don't think. There's gotta be something here. Why else would they have this? What would be the point? Honestly, I think they should have made mall nuance. What does that mean? I know what nuance is, but I don't think you're using it correctly. Re-say what you're trying to say. You're probably better off deciding for yourself. Lots of people tend to disagree on said film or TV show. And I felt that with the second Spider-Verse film, which I thought was boring. I really like the second Spider-Verse film. They made the Obi-Wan show, and I didn't want them to make it, and when they made it, I thought it was not very good, and everybody's like, oh my god, I can't believe this wasn't good. And I was like, yeah, it wasn't gonna be good, because the only reason they made it is just because Obi-Wan was getting popular, and so they made it based on like a couple of lines said in episode 4, which you can interpret in a certain way, but I don't think it was a good idea. And so I don't think they're gonna do well with the mall show. Like, they've done maybe 3 things that I think were really worth watching, that were worth making. Everything else has been either trash or okay at best. Like fun in one of those cases, but okay. Star Wars is in a bad place for years. I don't blame you. Yeah, exactly. Star Wars has not been in a good place. Like episode 7 was a lot of fun. Um, episode 8 and 9 I didn't like. I thought there were a lot of problems with episode 8 and even more problems with episode 9. Episode 9 was just it's not a good movie by any stretch of the imagination. It makes the Phantom Menace look like a masterpiece with how bad what is it, Rise of Skywalker is. Just there's so many flaws. I could talk about it for literally hours. And I have, and I will. Then there's Mandalorian. Season 1, really phenomenally great. Season 2, phenomenally great. Season 3, I don't think they need to make more seasons. I think they could have waited a bit to make more seasons, and it would have been good. Book of Boba Fett, really interesting idea. They didn't use Boba Fett at all. That's not Boba Fett. That's some new character that just has Boba Fett's name. It was not done well. Like the best episodes of Book of Boba Fett aren't even episodes fully about Boba Fett, which shows how bad of a show it was. Skeleton Crew, that was a fun show. Didn't need it, but it's a fun, cute show for kids. It's fine. All the animated stuff, I haven't really watched their animated stuff. I have no real desire to because the live action stuff hasn't been super amazing for me to want to watch it. Rogue One, I thought was their first really good project that just like across the board, amazing. Solo, I liked it. It was fun, but if they didn't make it, I didn't need it. Let's see, what else is there? Trying to think of all the Star Wars projects, kind of in order. What came out after that? Oh, Acolyte. Acolyte, I think, was a terrible show. I was excited for that. I wanted to see a show about a Sith apprentice, and it wasn't about that. It's not about a Sith apprentice at all. It's about some other thing. They just use the word acolyte, and then they have there be a villain, and it was not well done. People say the choreography, the action scenes were good in it. I've watched the action scenes. They were not good. They were really bland and not well done, and then it just tries to do the Rian Johnson thing of subvert your expectations, change what you know about Star Wars. And it's like, no, why would I do that? I came to see Star Wars because I like Star Wars, not because I like this other version of Star Wars, okay? Like when I see stuff about Superman or the Justice League, I want to see stuff about Superman or the Justice League. If I want to see an evil version of Superman where his planet was evil and it comes down to kill the Justice League, I'll watch Invincible. Make another series about that. That series is good. And it changes your expectations of like the superheroes like the Justice League, but it's not actually the Justice League. It's its own thing. Then what else have they made since then? Oh, again, I didn't like the Obi-Wan show. I didn't like that. Andor season 1 and 2, phenomenal. Okay, so like the 3 good things they made. Season 1 and 2 of Andor, season 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian, and Rogue One. Those are the 3 really good things. If you took all those away and deleted everything that Star Wars has made and then started making something else that was better, I'd be okay with that. 100%. That's why I don't trust the Maul show. Case in point, some people might not like the Darth Maul show, but others might. Okay, that's cool. It's fun. I don't really care if other people like it or not. Honestly, look, if everybody loves it and I hate it, that's fine. If I love it and everybody else hates it, that's fine. I just don't think it's going to be good. And expecting it to be good is a fool's errand because most of the stuff they've made hasn't been good. What's my opinion on the Bleach anime? I like the Bleach anime, but I watched it when I was a kid. I haven't watched the last season because I kind of fell out of interest with Bleach. First season is fine.
Entered the dragon's den.
Oh, thank you for following whoever that is. I don't know why it's not showing the message in the chat. I guess it's because it's people subscribing on YouTube, and I don't want to have every subscriber shown up in the chat. But thanks for joining. Whoever you are, if you want to say hi in the chat. Let me think. So, Bleach anime season 1, I thought, I remember it being pretty fun. And season 2, was really cool. I really like up until the end of the Aizen arc. I thought most of it was really well done. The problems with the anime is that the manga took a long time to make a lot of stuff. So then they had to start adding filler. That's my only problem with the anime is really the amount of filler they had to put into the show because it's from that older series of shows. Can't Chat, how do you all manage making dinner alone? It's so much work. Oh, make your meals really simple. That's how you make dinner alone. Don't do complicated meals that require you to cut a lemon, chop 3 different vegetables, prep the meat, season everything, zest your lemon, and boil water. Anything that takes more than 3 steps to start the actual cooking process is too many, in my opinion. Okay? Like one of the dishes I make all the time, it is so simple. I just take some ground turkey. I know you don't eat meat, but this is an explanation. I take some ground turkey. I take a zucchini. I cut the zucchini into half moons. And then that's all my prep. Literally all my prep is cutting the zucchini into half moons. Then I just put the turkey on a pan. I smush it down into an even layer. I season the top of it. Once the bottom layer is cooked enough, I break it up into pieces, flipping it over until it's cooked through. Then I add the zucchini, add some sauce. Then as it's cooking, I taste it. Oh, it needs more salt. It needs more pepper. It needs more sauce. That's the whole thing. It is so easy. It is really healthy for you. It is so simple. So make your dishes simple. If making dinner is becoming too much work, it means the dishes you're making require too many steps and drain your energy. So try to find simplified dishes. Like if you want to do just, if like, you know, you do vegetables, just like pick 3 vegetables, cut them in pieces, stir fry it. There you go. Just stir fry some vegetables. Easy peasy, done. I mean, make him question the Sith way. Make who question the Sith way? Darth Maul? I don't think so. I think having Maul be an evil, greedy monster who works, who feeds off the power of hatred and anger, he is like the perfect example of a Sith. He doesn't have a higher purpose. He just wants power. I don't think you need to change him any more than that. What would be the point? What? So that way you can change the character? Make a different character then. Why do we have to change an existing character to explore that narrative? Make a new character. Literally, make an actual Acolyte show that's actually about a Sith apprentice, and start off about him being a Sith apprentice, being raised by the Sith. Have it be in the Old Republic era, where the Sith were still around. There were lots of them, and have this one child who was trained by the Sith, and then halfway through, you know, he's like, maybe I don't want to be a Sith. I don't like hurting people. I want to help people. And then he meets the Jedi. And you can either end the show there or continue there. Maybe he doesn't become a Jedi. Maybe he becomes some third faction that there are very few people of, that he created, that eventually die off because he fails. I think there's make him cool because the same argument can be applied to Vader, but one of the things the modern Star Wars does right is making him really cool. Yeah, it'll be cool in like a turn your brain off kind of way, but it won't be like something I really want. Episode 7 was fun, but it was also effectively a reskinned episode 4. Kind of. It really kind of was. I think one of the ways episode 7 could have set itself apart from episode 4 while still following mostly the same narrative beats is don't make it seem like Kylo Ren and his faction have been around this whole time. Make part of it that they only just showed up. I think that would really work. I think for the Maul, they should have showed a softer side to him as well. No, I disagree. I don't think Maul should be soft. I think he should be brutal. I think his whole thing is that he is a brutal warrior. He is all about anger and hatred and power, just like the Sith. When it comes to Star Wars, I've had a hard time being a follower because the biggest obstacle was the amount of anger surrounding the media, particularly talk about what to blame. Oh, yeah, it's so they can... The creators, it's really annoying because the creatives can never admit that maybe they made something that other people didn't like. They can always just say it's like, oh, it's some random group of people who, you know, they must be the only reason that it doesn't do well, which is so ridiculous because they also try to claim that it's a small minority. How can you be a small, insignificant group of the fans, but then also be so big and important you cause an entire movie or TV show to fail? It makes you can't be both. Either this is the majority of the fans, they don't like your project, and you have to admit, okay, I did something wrong. I'm going to change it to make a better show. Or these people have secret power over the Disney Corporation that nobody knows about. It makes no sense. And you know, if other people love it, again, if the Maul show comes out and everybody loves it and I hate it, good for them. If it's the reverse, you know, and and I love it. Everyone else hates it. Good for me, but the show's gonna get canceled. That's kind of how things go. I don't think the choreography hasn't been good since the prequels. I think there was some I think the choreography in Mandalorian was pretty good in the first 2 seasons. I think it was good in Rogue One, and I think it was good in Andor. Again, the 3 best shows had the 3 best choreography. For example, on Obstacles, when Last Jedi came out, everyone was real mad. I was torn up because I didn't hate it, but I couldn't understand what the problems other people had. Oh yeah, I was the same way. I didn't hate it at first either. I had fun with certain parts, but there was stuff that I didn't like. I didn't like that anything that was set up in the previous film was just dropped in that film. And it was like, did they have a plan? Like, it didn't feel like this was the plan. And then it turned out that wasn't the plan. So now, so as the years have gone on, those issues with it have become worse and worse for me. And so I liked it less and less and less. There are parts I still kind of enjoy, but overall, I don't think it wasn't a well done movie. When as far as honestly stopped caring about the fans. That's why everything is halfway done. At least what I got, all they care about is money. They care about new fans. So the thing with all corporations, all big ones, is they always want new people buying stuff. Because as you get older, you buy less stuff generally. Because you have more things you have to worry about, like car payments, house payments, medical bills, your family, your friends, things like that. So they want the younger audience, those in their teens and 20s who have disposable incomes and are going to spend it and buy a bunch of crap that they don't need, right? Like I do. I'm not in my 20s, but I still want to buy crap I don't need. And so they were like, oh, we're going to build a new audience of Star Wars fans. That was their plan. Because they saw these people online who like, oh, I could never get into Star Wars because X, Y, and Z. And they're like, oh, we'll do that because we want those new fans. Turns out those new fans don't actually care about Star Wars. Even if you change all the stuff for what they want, they're not going to change it. And the old fans don't like it. And so then instead of accepting, oh, we made a mistake and pivoting back, they just said, well, it can't be our fault. And just kept, they were like, if we just brute force it, eventually it'll work. And I don't think it has. That's actually genius. Make simple stuff. I have some simple things up my sleeve, but they do almost always require chopping some onions, garlic, and ginger. Then a plan you can do, and this isn't a plan that people love, and I haven't really done it much either, but you can do a simple form of meal prepping where you pre-cut up all your stuff, like cut up a big batch of stuff and put it in Tupperware in the fridge, and so when you actually need it for cooking, you just cook it. You like let's say you use 1 onion. No, not even. That's a lot. Let's say you use half an onion for a dish and use a full carrot and a full bell pepper, right? For a single dish. Well, instead of doing half an onion, 1 carrot, and 1 bell pepper, do like 3 bell peppers, 3 carrots, and 2 onions. And then you put them all in Tupperware. And then you take out the amount you think you'll need for your dish, and then bing, bang, boom. You now have like 3 meals worth of stuff pre-prepped so you don't have to prep it the day of. It'll be a lot of cooking, prepping one day, but you can make it like an hour-long chore. And then you rest afterwards. I should not caring about the fans. That's normal. Most filmmakers never care about the fans at all. Otherwise, we wouldn't have films with risks. I disagree. I don't think most filmmakers don't care about the fans. I think most filmmakers care about the fans, but they don't. How do I put this? But the fans aren't the only thing that matters. Most filmmakers, especially when they're making a new series or their own series, they have a story that they are planning to tell. They have a certain message they want to give you in this world of they always have a message or story that they want to share with other people. And when a new person comes in, they think too much about either new fans or old fans and which ones they want. And if you're being paid by a company, you generally have to do what the company wants. And when it's a company like Disney that's so big where they have, one thing that everybody knows about Disney, and you might not know about this, they have committee after committee after committee after committee, right? Like if you want to make a film, right, you can't just make a film. You have to have an idea for a film, and then that idea has to go through a committee, and then you have to have a drawing board of the film, and then the visuals of the film have to go through a committee. The designs of the characters, the names of the characters, what kind of clothing they're going to wear, what kind of real world ethnic origin are they going to be. This all goes through committee after committee after committee. Every process. Like let's say the title of your movie is the King of the Stars, right? Well, then the committee's gonna be like, what if we don't want to go king? King sounds too feudalist. We don't like the idea of king. What about ruler? Ruler sounds too like he's controlling the stars. What about master? Master of the stars. Ooh. And what if instead of stars we say cosmos? That literally, if you want to change the title, at any point it has to go through like 3 committees before they either say yes or no, or they give you a new option that you now have to go with. That's the problem with Disney, is that they go through so many committees with things that it's never an original. It's very rarely an original creator's plan. It's like 6 different people have all stuck their fingers in it, and now it's this weird Frankenstein of ideas that sometimes hits and sometimes misses. It kind of sounds like the plot for The Force Unleashed, which would be awesome as a show or movie. Oh yeah, I agree. Force Unleashed would be amazing. Too bad the first thing Disney did was they said, nope, that game is non-canon. Which, to be fair, some of the stuff that happened in the series could not have been canon, but it's like, come on. I like Maul's dynamic with his brother in the Clone Wars. That's the one way I'd accept him being soft. Yeah, that's fair, where he has one person he cares about. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch the Clone Wars. I haven't watched the Clone Wars all the way through. I couldn't get, I can't get past season 2. I've tried like so many times. I don't think season 2 was that good. Like I've gotten about halfway through. I'm like, I'm gonna watch something else. I still say, well, I should keep his power hunger since side, but also new aspect we haven't seen. Like maybe he wants to have a lineage he can use legacy. Interesting. That's an interesting idea. Okay, there's got to be something up there. I'm glad we can use these rings finally. He's like, what am I gonna do? Help me. Oh. Okay, I don't want to go down there yet because I don't think I can come back up. Okay, good to know I can grab on. Okay, looks like there is only one way to go for now. Oh, I was wrong. I can get back up. Every time I see like the edges of those, they look cracked. One onion, that's a lot. Definitely not me regularly using 2 or 3 onions, but I'm also cooking for multiple people. If you're cooking for more than one person, then, or maybe more than 2 people, then using multiple onions is going to be fine. If you're cooking for yourself, you don't need more than half an onion. 100%. Revenge, bitch. Okay, so that's all that was down here. Okay. I mean, not bad at all, actually. Getting closer to upgrades is always nice. The grass made me think there was a weird crack there. Okay, which way do we want to go? Can we even get back up to the White Ward? I'm sure there was more to explore, right? I'm gonna keep these for now. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Right. Okay, so we can go down. I feel like I haven't explored everywhere here. Oh, I did explore that area. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, in that case... where do we want to go now? I know there's the Grand Gate that we still have to try to get through. We should go back to Bellheart real quick. Actually, first let's head to the Citadel. I think it would be worth it to pick up the Clone Wars once you get to the arc on Umbara. You'll thank yourself, but it's honestly up to you. I think they should reboot Star Wars because there's too much going on and too much clashing of visions. Nah, I don't think rebooting it is going to solve the issues. Rebooting it won't solve any issues. All rebooting it will do will tell old fans that they definitely aren't watching the Star Wars they want to watch anymore, and they're all going to drop it. What they should do is have one person who has a vision be involved in all the projects and say, like, okay, this is how the story goes, and we're going to do X, Y, and Z. That's what they should do. It should be one person's vision overseeing everything. That's what Kathleen Kennedy was supposed to do, but she didn't do that. She literally only cared about having specific directors who made shows that make her happy, not about any sort of story she wanted to tell. There's not enough going on, honestly. The universe keeps getting smaller and smaller, and they have so many canceled projects. Yeah, because, again, they didn't have any plans. They were just like, oh, or I should say they didn't have any solid plans. They had all these, like, ideas of, like, oh, we want to do, like, these 30 different shows, right? And then before they would even get a director and a writer locked down with a contract, before that happened, they would announce it. And then, like, 3 months later, they'd be like, we finally got a director. Director decided they wanted to step away because of creative decisions. We got a different director. Director gets fired because Kathleen Kennedy didn't like the way they were talking. We got a new director. This director decides to step away because of creative decisions. We got a new director. Finally, this director sticks around. And he has like a year to make the project. That was the cycle with almost every project that they announced and planned. They would announce them before they were partway through development at all, and it was a really bad idea. More particular, the tone and vibe of Andor and the Skeleton Crew are completely different. I mean, that's pretty normal. Star Wars has kind of always been where the tone and vibe has changed quite a bit. And it's fine that Skeleton Crew is a different tone and vibe than Andor, because it's a different time period. It's a different part of the galaxy. It would make sense. Like, you know, think of it like dishes or food, right? Food made in Japan is very different than food made in Mexico versus food made in India versus food made in Britain. They all use similar ingredients in some level, but it's different food. So a different show of a different time period with different characters in a different part of the galaxy, it's going to feel different. I think what you're talking about would cause even more uproar. Yeah, exactly. Rebooting Star Wars would be a terrible idea. It's an entire galaxy, but somehow every story involves the same dozen guys or their kids. I mean, that was the original plan, though. That was kind of the point of most of the Star Wars stories. I don't think that's a problem. I think that's how they should stick to it. It should be about more or less the same group of people, because that is the story of Star Wars. Star Wars, yes, it does have stuff from the Old Republic and the High Republic, but most of the story is supposed to cycle around Anakin Skywalker and Luke Skywalker. Like, all the extended universe stuff people really liked were characters that were connected to Luke Skywalker in some way, or Anakin Skywalker. I think it's great that Andor and Skeleton Heroes are different. It's a big galaxy. There should be room for all kinds of stories for all kinds of people. Yeah, that's a good point. I suppose it also depends on how much you want to make. My mom gave me the habit of always cooking enough to have leftovers for the holiday. That's another type of meal prepping, so it's not a bad idea. Having leftovers is a good idea because then you have leftovers, and then the next day you don't have to cook. And that is something I'm planning to start doing with my wife. So I get it. It's not a bad idea. They already rebooted after the purchase. When they made all the extended universe stuff non-canon, which broke my heart as a fan. Yeah, it was not a great idea. I didn't like that. I didn't care as much when I was a kid because I hadn't read the extended universe stuff, but I've read some of it now, and I'm like, wait, these were good stories. Why did we... Like, these are good stories that didn't clash with any movie or project you were going to make. Did they? And they were like, well, we want to do our own thing. It's like, then why did you even buy Star Wars? Just do your own thing. So I guess I'm in favor of a reboot where they just pretend the last 2 decades of Star Wars didn't happen. I guess in that sense, yeah. I would call that more of a reset than a reboot, but I get what you're saying. Honestly, my mindset goes to bring Legends back into play, because I feel like with the reboot we can see the stories that desperately should have been adapted, like Luke building the Jedi Temple and Luke's love with Mara Jade. Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. I think they should just do those stories. I think they should do a Clone Wars styled animation, or just a 2D animation following the Thrawn books and him building of the Jedi Temple. I think we should see that. I think they should make some project about Darth Bane and what led to all the Sith killing each other. I don't think they need that, because we already have in lore what happened. We already know why they all killed each other. They killed each other because they all wanted power. And so then Darth Plagueis, or was it Darth Bane? I can't remember. Made the rule of 2. There can only ever be 2 Sith. The Master and the Apprentice. One to hold the power and one to crave it. Because they were always killing each other. Like, if you look at Star Wars, the world of Star Wars in the Old Republic era, where it was the war between the Sith and the Jedi. Like, these were the most warrior, the most fearsome Jedi in the universe. And these Sith were fighting them they were fighting each other every single day. Literally, the Sith were always like, dude, if you want to get stronger, you got to kill the guy above you. That's the only way to raise in ranks. By the way, I'm going to kill you now, even though you're not above me, just because I don't want to have to deal with it later. So you're dead. That was like the Sith every single day. They were really strong, but they were always killing each other. They would have destroyed the Jedi if they didn't do that. I think Episode 8 is one of the few bright spots of the Disney Star Wars canon, but I'd trade it for EU back in a heartbeat. Really? You think Episode 8 is a bright spot in the Disney Star Wars canon, brighter than Andor, Rogue One, and Mandalorian Season 1 and 2. Explain to me why you think Episode 8 is that great. Remember, that's The Last Jedi. I'm really curious to hear your take. I'm going to disagree, but I'm curious to hear it. Personally, I think Luke was severely nerfed. Like, they never show what someone who has mastered the light side of the Force can do. Yeah, they... J.J. Abrams, Kathleen Kennedy, and Rian Johnson did not want it to be about Luke Skywalker anymore, so they made him an old man who could barely do anything anymore. The one time we really get to see him show off his power is at the end of Season 2 of Mandalorian. And it's a really good scene. People love that scene. There's nobody that hates that scene. And they won't do it. That's not a bad idea, Zagard, but it can backfire depending on how much control that one person has. It could backfire. That's true. But look at the Marvel movies up until 2020. Every single one of those movies, Kevin Feige came in and said, okay, you can do what you want, but you have to put A, B, and C in the movie because that's going to lead into our movie 5 movies from now. That's how they did the Avengers films. That's why we had the sneak peeks of the Infinity Stones in every like 3 or 4 movies, because Kevin Feige would say, you have to put an Infinity Stone in here. That's like the one thing you have to do. If you do that with Star Wars, you would at least have a cohesive story that makes sense, unlike what we got with 7, 8, and 9, where they admitted so many times, we didn't have a plan. We just hired a director to make a movie, and then we hired a different director to make another movie. And then they didn't like that movie, so we hired the first director back. So you just have 2 different visions just being thrown at the wall. It was really a bad idea just as a series. Not even as a Star Wars series. Just, it's a bad idea, period. Like, imagine if you were writing a book series and you wrote the first book and then they said, you can't write the second book. We're going to have someone else write the second book. And that second book was by a writer who doesn't write your type of story. He writes his own type of story, which is, he's good at writing those. Like, people wouldn't like that. My feeling is that the mainline film should be a specific thing with a specific vision, but all spin-offs should be diverse in tone and content. I agree. You know what? I 100% agree with that. Yeah, keep the mainline stuff. Like, this is the mainline stuff. This is what this is like. Everything else can do what you want. Good example of that is Pokemon, right? The Pokemon mainline games are always the same. You start off in a small area. You start with weak Pokemon, you capture stronger Pokemon, you go through the world, you eventually meet like the strongest legendary of that area. You can capture them. Then you fight some big evil guy and you become the champion of the region. That's how every mainline Pokemon game goes. The Pokemon Ranger games don't do that at all. The Pokemon adventure games aren't like that. Like they have similar parts to them where, you know, the legendaries are at the end because those Pokemon are strongest. But for the most part, the games are kind of, they're always kind of split off and do their own thing. And people love, they're niche people who love those. And the mainline people don't hate them. I think the mainline movies being the Skywalker saga is fine. But I think extended stuff should be distinct. Otherwise it gets a little old. Like the first Mando season is great on its own. Oh yeah, I totally agree with you. Yeah, 100%. Mandalorian, Andor, those have nothing to do with Luke Skywalker. Even Mandalorian Season 2 only has to do with Luke Skywalker just because he's a Jedi, and the only Jedi. That's part of what makes them great, is that they're in the universe. They don't conflict with the original trilogy. That's why people like them. That's why old fans and new fans are like, this is great, I like this. But now they're bringing like all the Mando stuff and all the Jedi stuff and everything together and just want more space western adventures. Yeah, it's that's why I'm not excited for the new Mando trailer. Like it just looks like more adventures with Mando and Grogu. Like I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, I like those characters, but geez, just how badly do you need to show that you're desperate? I think I opened this up. You know, we're gonna check though. There's gonna be a... Okay, is there a big guy coming up? Ah, those things are annoying.
Sensible!
Thank you, brother.
Ha-ha!
Hello, sister! A grand victory achieved again! The haunted might of this place cannot stand against our pure hearts. I love this guy. I forget his name, but I love him. Okay. I've unlocked that. How many more of these do I need? 6. Okay, well, you're too far gone. Damn it. It's your fault. You... Oh my god, that's not good. I messed up. Whether they can show how different Luke's teaching is because Boba didn't show that, or the sequel movies because he encouraged feelings like love and friendship unlike the old ways. Yeah, okay. Again, I don't think it needs to be a reboot. I think they just need to make those into a story, like actually make those books into a movie or show. I don't think you need a reboot to do that. And Mando season 1 are the brightest spots. But as far as mainline films go, I think it's easily the best of the 3. I think 8 is the only one interested in including new ideas and working with the existing canon. 7 is a decent reheat of old Star Wars stuff, and 9 is a complete travesty. I will agree with you that 9 is a complete travesty. It's a film that's there to be a film. It's really bad. 7, you know, if it being a reheat really bugs you, then that makes sense. That's fair. You're allowed to have that opinion, and I do not disagree with you. Oops, not where I meant to go. And so, you know, if you really like the new ideas in 8, then yeah, okay. I can see why you would like it. I still do not. Where's my silk closest to? Yeah, I should still just go to the coral chambers. I don't think the new ideas in it are good or fun, so I didn't really like it. But I get that. That's fair. That's a good way of putting it. Here's something a hot take, but I don't think the post 2015 media should have resurrected actors at all. Just let young actors take old roles and let them be. That's an interesting idea. I mean, we do that with voice acting because it's not the same face. It's just that the problem is normal people have a hard time watching a thing if character does not look like they did in previous films. I don't know why. I'm totally okay with it with cast changes. Like, I think they should have recast Black Panther. I see no reason not to. I mean, I see a reason not to, but I don't think it was a good idea. And even Black forgetting his name, Black Panther's actor's brother, Chadwick Boseman. Even Chadwick Boseman's brother was like, yeah, I think that was a bad idea. So, I understand not everyone loves some of the choices they made, but it's by far the only Star Wars movie trying to expand the universe instead of shrinking it. Is it, though? Is it really trying to expand the universe? Besides the fact that there are... Like, in what way is it expanding the universe? Like, in how like, what new cultures does it show us? What new... I don't see it expanding the universe. Because I'm trying to think. You know, it like, 7 was expanding it with Snoke, and then 8 kills Snoke. So that's not an expansion. That's the opposite. 7 was setting up that... What's her name? Rey was connected to someone important, and 8 says, no, she wasn't. That doesn't expand it. That just says, like, it doesn't expand it any more than 7 does. 7 adds in new characters, an entire new faction, a new plot line. That's an expansion. What does 8 add that expands the universe? Like, isn't that actually about the legacy of the original cast and inspiring a new generation of heroes, which I think is a good direction for Star Wars, with most of the OC dead or dying? I don't think it is about the legacy. I think it's about saying, oh, they're not important enough. Get rid of them. The future is what matters. They're not important anymore. It literally says that in the film. They literally say, get rid of the past. Crush it if you have to. I've had this idea for a Star Wars villain with, like, Baraka-style lightsabers, but I really don't know how they would work. It would have to be a Sith, definitely. It could work. I mean, you have Grievous, so have it be someone who's like Grievous, like he's a cyborg. Is it really on Disney, though? You can't blame the distribution company all the time. I think Grogu should have stayed with Luke to become a Jedi. What about the actors who want to come back? Like Mark Hamill loves Star Wars, and if Disney didn't mess up Star Wars, he would still do it. They're not just the distribution company. You realize that, right? Disney isn't just the company that distributes it. They are the ones who hire the actors, the directors. Kathleen Kennedy is in charge of the whole thing, and she was the one who would constantly fire directors until she got to Rian Johnson. And also, a lot of times Disney will decide, we're going to make a movie based on how much marketing and profit we can get from the merchandise. Disney is a merchandise company first. They're not an entertainment company. They're a merchandise company that makes entertainment to sell you merchandise. Is that they have failed for another massive conflict to occur, and no one wants to see the OC fail. Yeah, that is a big problem. Disney spent more $1 billion in Star Wars because it was going to make them more billion more dollars, and they got cold feet about what to do with the franchise. Yeah, that was the biggest problem. They hired Kathleen Kennedy in charge, and she didn't know how to be in charge of an entire franchise. She knows how to be in charge of maybe 1 or 2 films, but not a franchise. Disney is without a doubt the party to blame for where the franchise is. J.J. Abrams secondary, Filoni third. I would not say Filoni third. I would say Kathleen Kennedy is second and J.J. Abrams is third. Because at any point, Bob Iger, the head of Disney, could have fired Kathleen Kennedy for any time that a movie failed, but he chose not to. So he is more in charge, more to blame than anybody. Then it's Kathleen Kennedy because she was the one in charge of all the Disney projects, and wherever those went, good or bad, most of the time bad, she was the one who was like, yeah, do that. Filoni, I would say, it does have some blame because he was involved with writing some stuff. I just wouldn't put him in the top 3. I mean, true, they should bring back the new actors, but if the old actor still loves the property, they should come back if they choose to. Yeah, it's a tightrope you're walking. It's a very weird one. He seems like he knows what he's doing. Why Filoni seems like he's doing, at least by comparison to others. I mean, yes, but remember, he was heavily involved with the writing of the script for The Acolyte. Just remember that. Don't forget, he was involved with making The Acolyte. I love the OC, but Star Wars isn't a charity. They should come back if there is a good story to tell, not just because they want to. Oh, that's fair. Dave has a specific... Yeah, exactly. If Dave Filoni does his vision for Star Wars, I can trust it, but I have to wait. Maybe so, but I think it's ridiculous when nobody blames the company when it's something not... Wait, what? I think it's ridiculous when nobody blames the company when it's something not Star Wars. No, people blame the company all the time. They do that all the time with other stuff. With Marvel, they blame Disney. With all the way the movies are going, they blame Disney. With all the way with all the live action remakes for Disney movies, they blame Disney. With the way Pixar is treating all their stories, they blame Disney. With the way the Looney Tunes is gone, they blame Warner Brothers. With the failure of the DC universe, they blame Warner Brothers. They blame the company. It's just that a lot of times when people talk about a specific film, it's not a franchise like Star Wars, Marvel, Disney, what do you call it? DC Comics, things like that. Filoni made some good decisions, but I'm worried about where it's taking. Where was the production distribution company? Wait, what? Worried about where you're saying. By that logic, A24 should be blamed for every single unsuccessful film where it was the production distribution company. I mean, it is financially blamed for it. So in the context of Boba Fett and the sequel trilogy, there should be a reboot because, like, in the movie, versus these books are different. I don't think that's I don't think it should be a reboot. Like, why do you need to reboot it to make these stories? Like, why does it have to be a reboot? I'm not saying don't make these stories. I'm just saying, why does it have to be a reboot? They discovered the Jedi Code and the secrets. He completely forgot the Jedi and gave up in the books. The same thing happened. Wait, what? I haven't read all the Jedi books. I'm in the middle of a different series right now, so I might be a bit behind. I think that recasting seems so easy in everything outside of Star Wars. If a lot of people are used to someone else playing young Leia, too bad on them. Yeah, it's really an audience problem. It's really hard to sell an audience on a new actor for an old character. That's the big problem. If we could accept, like, oh, a new actor plays this character and move on, it would be so much easier. We would be able to recast whenever we wanted, but you can't. Part of the problem is people like the face, and once the face is connected, like, it has to be that person. Can't be someone else. It's one of the reasons the Solo movie, everybody's like, oh, he doesn't feel exactly like a Han Solo. Of course he doesn't. He's not the same actor. It's going to be a little different. He's also a younger Han Solo. It's also easy for new actors to have more roles if we're not reoccurring actors all the time, especially with how creepy that practice can be. I don't think oh, I see. Resurrected. Yeah, it does feel a little creepy. New characters in faction, and it's Empire 2, led by Emperor 2 and Vader 2 with Stormtroopers 1. Okay. You're right. That's true. But there's still a new... and I disagree. I would not say Snoke is Emperor 2. Snoke is... He acts very different than the Emperor. I also wouldn't say that Kylo Ren is Vader 2. He wants to be Vader 2, but he's not Vader 2. I can see the Death Stars 2 and Stormtroopers recurring. But they don't... it's still a new faction in name. In universe, it's still a new faction. You know. It's like... How do I put this? The Roman Empire and the Holy Roman Empire. The Holy Roman Empire was an evolution of the Roman Empire. One was not monotheistic, and the other one is. They're basically the same empire, but it's still a new faction if you looked at them down to their deals. And Rey's origin makes her choice to be a hero earned. Heroes can come from anywhere. It's very much what the movie's about. The little last shot is about inspiring new generations to heroism. I disagree. I don't think your origin is what makes your choice to be a hero earned. I think your choice is what makes your choice to be a hero earned. Look at Anakin's origin. He was the most powerful Force user. He didn't end up a hero. He ended up the villain. Luke was the son of a person who became of a villain. He's the son of the main villain. He became a hero. I don't think your origin is what makes you a hero or a villain. And I don't think that's what makes it earned. It's your choices. Your choices are what's important. And they already show that Star Wars already proves a hero can come from anywhere. Like, Luke should have been a villain. By all logic, he should have been a villain. He was the son of a villain. He has more power than the villain. But he chooses good. He chooses hope. And I don't think The Last Shot inspires new generations to heroism. I think The Last Shot just shows this random kid somehow is able to use the Force better than Luke could when he trained with a literal Jedi. Like, you have to remember, Luke struggled to Force pull stuff in Episode 5 until he was trained by Yoda. And this random kid just goes, broom. It doesn't really inspire anything. It's just, okay, that's a random shot. Are we just going to have random people just start being Jedi now? Why? Why are they suddenly able to use the Force so well? It's not supposed to be something you can just, I just know how to do it. It's supposed to require training, understanding, and spiritual and mental discipline. Why is this random sweeper kid able to do it? Because he can. It's a good argument with Disney. The problem I'm seeing is the inconsistency because nobody criticized other studios, Paramount, Warner Brothers, Universal. Oh no, people definitely criticize them the same way. I've seen people who did not like, what do you call it? Also, Universal and Warner Brothers are the same company. Like Paramount, whenever something comes out, and when Paramount Plus came out, they were like, Paramount sucks. When the, what was it? The second Spider-Verse film came out, people were like, oh, I hate, I don't like it. I'm gonna, where was I? Maybe I should go through the spa, because there's a bench there. When the second Spider-Verse film came out, I saw people say, oh, Sony fails it. They ruined the Spider-Verse. Not a lot of people, but I saw people say it. So I definitely see people do it with other companies. You just don't see it as often because other companies don't make as many franchises. Franchisee? You just see it more with Star Wars because it's such a massive franchise and IP. How do I go through here again? Oh my god, I did not expect the spikes. And he's dead. Oh, wait. Okay, so we got another fine pin. Rip. Rip the money. Let's see. Okay, he's dead. Hi, Danny Bakatala. Yeah, people spent years begging for the Snyder cut. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember that. Dude, Pete, when the Snyderverse failed, the Snyder fans were like, Warner Brothers is the worst. People do it. You just don't. Again, Disney has so many franchises, and they are always reporting new content they're making. They always make new content in these franchises. So whenever they do, people blame Disney because they do it so often. It's the first few people who liked Zach's DCU that are very loud that liked it. Yep. Perhaps I didn't see that much context on what I'm talking about, because I used to see a lot of comment sections of videos about Last Jedi, so in the publishing company was new to me. Joke footy, please, with the cherry on top. Let's see if I got any jokes prepped for you, Mr. Ukes. For one second. This one's kind of long. So one of the things that's very important in D&D is stealth. It's a very important skill, and I wanted to build it up. So I told my players we're gonna have a stealth mission, a stealth campaign, right? They said sounds good. So then, when they got there, and I wasn't there, they went, "What the heck is happening?" I said, "Mission successful. You can't see me." The mouse is also notoriously controlling. Like, they very specifically hire small directors they can bully into compliance. The very specific controlling of script, tone, and direction. Funny when you say the mouse, since I don't think Mickey Mouse is a big part in Disney like he was decades ago. No, but he is the brand symbol. Like, he is the symbol of the Disney company. It's the swirly D and then the Mickey Mouse ears. Like, so when people say the mouse, it's just as a joke reference. Of course, the case for him and the public domain doesn't help. Yep. They're so controlling Mickey that they don't want new projects with him to come out because he's more valuable as a mascot than a character. Yeah, like, making new shows of Mickey Mouse wouldn't do much for people, but him being the mascot is very important. Isn't Snoke literally a failed Sidious clone? Yeah, they did that in episode 9. That was clearly not the plan in 7 and 8. He was clearly supposed to be some other character, and then it turned out then they changed that. They literally changed that. That was clearly not the plan. There's no hint to him being a clone in 7 and 8. Snoke has Emperor without any of the fun or mystery, and Kylo Ren absolutely rocks. And his bit about wanting to be Vader, sucking at times, him was one of the best parts of the new trilogy. How is he Emperor too? Explain. What, because he's a leader? So then any Sith villain who's in charge of a faction is Emperor too then? You can't make a character who is an Emperor too. Because if you make a villain who is a Sith, who is in charge of a faction, he's Emperor too, by default. What other parts make him Emperor too? And you can say, oh, well, he didn't have any character build up to make him different. Yeah, you can blame that on Rian Johnson because he killed him in episode 8 before we could get to know him as a character. We could, if he had kept him alive, we could until like the end of the series, and he was the big bad that Rey and them fought, and they fought him together or something, right? You could have, you could make other series for prequels to show Snoke coming into power. You know, kind of like, oh, I don't know, Darth Vader and Darth Sidious. The origin, it does not matter. It's what you choose to do with it matters. Exactly. Luke trained for 2 hours before fucking off to get killed, and it's like iconic. No, he didn't. It's not 2 hours. Luke didn't train for 2. Oh wait, are you talking about in episode 8? Because he didn't train for 2 hours. Yuki, a team cherry on top. The force is also balancing. We know that when darkness is overpowering light, light becomes stronger. Yes. Okay. I like the idea of Rey being nobody, coming from a family of nobodies, but her being a master of the Force is dumb and fighting equally as someone who has trained with a lightsaber combat. See, I've gone back and forth on this argument with him with the fight with Kylo, because on the one hand, he does get hit with a what's his name, Chewbacca's blaster, which is said to basically have the power of a laser cannon, not just a regular laser gun, Like Chewbacca's blaster in all aspects, if you had a gun like that in the modern world with the equivalent firepower, you would be labeled a national, like, I don't want to say a national terrorist. Walking around with that weapon, it is literally like the power of a cannon. That's how powerful they say that is. And Kylo gets hit with it, and so he's injured before he fights her. So in episode 7, when he fights her, it I can at least give the fact that he is, what do you call it? Injured, like majorly injured before he fights Rey. I will say them coming to a draw, I was not a fan. I think it would have been better if he he was like still beating her, and then he like force pushed her away, and then the planet split apart and he couldn't get to her. It would be better than them having like a draw and then like lightsabers and then it pulls apart. So I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Basically, 4 guys, a dream, and time for a game. Team Cherry is the company that made this game. It's like 3 or 4 guys who made this game in Hollow Knight. Such a non-issue for Star Wars. She grew up fighting on Tatooine. Like, I'm sure she can scrap. First of all, it wasn't Tatooine. It was Jakku, which is just Tatooine 2. And 2, did she really grow up fighting? We don't see her fighting. We see her scavenging, but that's not fighting. Maybe she knows how to fight rats. I don't think she grew up fighting with like actual fighting skills. Like, she basically had more or less a similar backstory to Luke. Luke grew up shooting swamp rats and he's automatically a legendary pirate. They're the same character. He didn't just grow up shooting swamp rats. He grew up shooting swamp rats in planes that he learned to fly. He learned to fly these planes. You realize that, right? Like, he was already flying planes. He was going to go to an academy to learn to get even better. That's like the whole complaint he has in the beginning. He's like, I was going to go with my friends to learn about power converters and become a much better pilot. He was already a good pilot. Like when he shows up on the base, his friend is like, Luke, is that you? Dude, this guy can fly a plane. He's one of the best pilots I've ever met. He was already good at flying before the movie starts because he grew up learning that stuff. She did not learn how to use the Force, and there's no way she learned master fighting styles and was still just a freaking scavenger. Realistically, she would have been a guard. Like, if she was that good at fighting and she needed money and food that badly, someone would have hired her as like a bodyguard. It makes no sense they wouldn't have if she was that good at fighting. I think what I really didn't like about The Last Jedi was that the way Luke's concern for Ben was written. Oh, yeah, the way they did Luke and Ben's reaction was stupid. Nope, first it's Luke and Ben remember it differently. Second, Luke's weakness has always been his rage and his impatience. That gets rid of the whole arc that he has by the end of episode 6, though. The ending of episode 6 is he learns to focus on his compassion. Yes, his rage and impatience was a problem in episodes 4 and 5. But the ending of episode 6 is he throws away his weapon in front of 2 enemies and says, I will not kill my father. This rage and anger I've had, I'm going to let it go, and I'm never going to feed into it again. I would rather die. So what, he just, after 30 years, you know what? I forgot all that training I did. I forgot all that growth I had. That's terrible. His test in the cave on Dagobah was about rage. He strikes down Vader when he needed to learn to embrace him. He didn't strike Vader down. Yeah, he cut off his hand, and then he goes, I'm not going to kill him. And he throws his weapon away. Watch the scene again. Show me what happens. And then he does give into his compassion for him. I think it didn't show that he falters for a second. He has a dream, gets up, actively goes into his nephew's cabin, tent, holds up the lightsaber and stands there. That is not a second. That's like minutes. He feeds into his anger way longer than it wasn't the heat of battle. It was not a second. So I'm sorry, but you're wrong. It does get rid of the arc. It does not build on it. It completely reverses everything he's learned by the end of episode 6. You are 100% wrong there. The lesson he learns at the end of episode 6 is to not give into his anger, and then he gives into it in the worst way possible. To kill a youngling, his nephew. If you think it expands on it, you're just wrong. I'm sorry. You can believe that all you want, but you're wrong. And again, episode 8 does not expand on the universe at all. Giga Public Menace. Oh, you're right. I should have said Giga Public Menace. Are you a Star Wars people anymore? That's why I wrote Tatooine. I know it's Jakku. At least it's a bit exhausting. Yeah, I'm getting exhausted. I'm going to move on. You're wrong about it. You're 100% wrong. Where do I want to go? I can't get... Can I get into the core? Wait, I think I did find a thing that lets me use the core, didn't I? No, it wasn't this way. It was this. It was up? Ah, there we go. That was risky. At least these guys are easy to kill because they just do the same thing. Okay, where... No, it's further down. Oh, here it is. Wait, I'm so stupid. I'm thinking about over here. It's okay. Well, this still leads to where I'm trying to go. Okay, so it's the upper one. Oh, right. I remember what we were doing now. Wait, I should get a bench. Ooh, no. I remember why we were starting here again now. Did I open the... There we go. Now we can open this. Now we can go up. I'm gonna do that later though. Actually, you know what we'll do now? We're here. I'm playing DK Bonanza for a while and it's very fun being creative in DK's abilities. Smashing terrain can be fun. But how the game lets you do it actually really sums it up. I heard DK Bonanza is a lot of fun and I do want to play it. but I don't want to get a switch too. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I keep pressing the wrong button. That's rough, buddy. Oh, that's not good. There we go. Okay. I forget that uses silk. When is Nintendo going to show the next Zelda? I want something new. You think they'll go back to the classic formula? I don't think they'll go back to the classic formula. They've basically said in a lot of internal emails that Breath of the Wild changed the way they make games, period. And while I want them to go back to it, I don't think they will. It's very frustrating. Oh my god, I messed up. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Ooh, okay. Ho ho. Need to get rid of that guy. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, that's not good. I see, okay. Oh no. Okay. As a fan, what would make you want to see the next game that would... Wait, as a fan, what would... If I saw the next game, what would give me a 10 out of 10? I think bringing back the music element of stuff like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, or not, Wind Waker, not Twilight. Bring back that aspect of the game would be really cool. I think that would be awesome. And maybe bring back the transformations either from Majora's Mask or Twilight Princess style. I think those would be fun. I like when it's not just like when the character can transform, because then you get like a new gameplay sound. It's kind of neat. I think that would be fun. Phantom Hourglass 2. I would personally like a Phantom Hourglass 2. Unfortunately, they're not going to do it because Phantom Hourglass and Train Tracks were so not well received. Even though I liked them. I'm tired of weapon durability, and I want the Master Sword to be OP again. But more importantly, I want a new version of Hyrule with new lore. I would like that. Yeah, that would be fun. Like, I want dungeons to be, I want dungeons to go back to classic Zelda. Yes, I agree. I think bring it back to classic 3D Zelda with these big sprawling dungeons and puzzles that you use a puzzle to solve a puzzle to solve a puzzle. I would love that. Feel the same way, but I'm like 80 years old and all my favorite Zeldas are 2D. Majora and Ocarina are also good, and Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, but I like 2D the best. Yeah, that's fair. I think there are some great 2D Zelda games out there. I unfortunately have not played most of them. Okay, it's better to be safe than sorry. This level really demands a lot of your patience. Okay, once we finish this part, I'm gonna have to stop and get a snack because I'm getting really hungry. Okay, I have to get a snack. I'm getting really hungry. So we're gonna go on a break, guys. We'll be back after these snackages. All right, we're back. The only thing about Breath of the Wild that makes me mad is the weapon durability and the way lightning works. Those get really nasty, though the climbing is okay. I don't really mind the weapon durability or lightning in Breath of the Wild. They don't bother me at all. It's the bare bones, extremely basic story in both of them, and the lack of better dungeons. I really like the OG 3D dungeons. I grew up on those. I've played them each like 10 times, and I enjoy the puzzle even though I know it by heart, more or less. It's so much fun for me. And what's it called? Yep. One second. The shrines in Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom don't do it for me. Like, they're okay, but they feel like mini puzzles. Like, one of the puzzles, and I would rather get rid of the shrines and have the dungeons be those long puzzles. I think that sucks. And the fact that Tears of the Kingdom is Breath of the Wild 2, but doesn't innovate at all, really sucks. For both people who are huge fans of Breath of the Wild and for people who are not. Like, I liked it okay. I really enjoyed Breath of the Wild the first time, but I never wanted to play it again. Like, never. I was gonna say, I don't remember this area, and then I did. Wow. Did not expect that to happen. Okay. I see how it is. I kind of don't like the needle throw. Use up your power. I feel like it's an essential part of the mobility. This would be like if the double jump from the last game used up your energy, in my opinion. Okay, well, that happened. Okay, I see what I have to do now. Ah! Okay, we gotta slow down. I did not slow down. Huh? Yeah, that was that. I feel cheated. Okay, that time I just messed up. Tears of the Kingdom was an engineering sim. It kind of was, yeah. Anything core to the movement shouldn't need a finite resource. Gotta slow it down. Immediately jumps into a solid blade. Classic Zagard move. I don't think these other show have more high octane combat like in DMC. Maybe we can have combat trials. I love some bloody palace. I prefer the slow combat of Zelda. I actually prefer it to be slow. I don't want it to be high octane. I prefer the slow, like, okay, there's an enemy, wait for them to make a move, because that's how real sword combat is. Sword combat in the real world is very much like, okay, get my distancing, wait for them to make a stake, and then we go in for the strike. That's how real sword combat is, and I love that idea. I love that feel. I don't want it to be closer to DMC where it's just run around going, like you just hit them 5 billion times and then they die. Maybe exaggerating. I was just going by Thunderblight Ganon, which I still haven't beaten yet. I need to get it again sometime. Oh yeah, Thunderblight Ganon is rough. I totally agree. He is the hardest boss in that entire game. You have to get kind of lucky, and you really have to learn his patterns. It's one of the toughest bosses in Zelda history, in my opinion. I wouldn't say the toughest because I can't remember all of them, but Thunderblight it's up there. Gonna wait for it to move. Okay, we're gonna kill this guy just to make our jumps a little bit easier. It did not work out the way I thought it would. Okay, made that. That's this guy. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Our silk is right there. Okay, now I'm not as stressed. I hate when that happens. That was cooler than I meant it to look. Oh my god. Holy squawkamole. Yes, okay, cool, we made it back. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this guy. And that's why I got rid of him. Ah! Yeah. I'm gonna use up. Where is it? Oh no, that's not what it does. Thought we had an item for getting our silk back up. Maybe I should just trying to hit both of them. Ah! Don't get me wrong, I love the flashiness of DMC from a visual fictional perspective, but as someone who also loves to read swords and common, I agree with easy. Also, there's this neat game in development called Hellish Court, made by a guy. I think I've heard of it. The comment is heavily based on... I think I've heard of that. That sounds very familiar. I wish Zelda did more swordsman dual bosses like in Skyward, because as hard as Girahim was, and it was a cool fight, and it was so rewarding when you beat him. It was like, oh, I got his patterns. Yes, I beat him. Holy, it felt really rewarding once you beat him. And it was super cool, and it always felt epic. Like, it's like, oh, we're going to have this huge sword duel. What's up, Optimus? Kneading off the saw to rehook the loop. Well played, Lizard Man. Just finishing editing a quick video on the ratings for Percy Jackson Season 2. Now I'm playing around with thumbnail ideas. Nice, good for you, Optimus. Let me know if you want any hints or advice. I mean, I'll need to see your thumbnail, but let me know. Okay, we can do this. Okay, this part I've got down pat. Just like my aunt, I've got it down pat. The joke there is my aunt's name is Pat. I actually have multiple ants named Pat, which is kind of interesting. Was it like a thing in the 40s to name your kids Pat? Okay. Bad timing. Ooh, bad. Ooh, wait, actually, you know what? This is fine. More important to heal than to continue on. Be nice if I could get rid of this guy. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? We're back where we started. Did we do it, chat? We did it! Let's go! Ooga booga, ooga booga, ooga booga, ooga booga. Holy heck. Oh my god, there's more of them? Give me silk, you bastard. I swear there's gonna be a boss fight or something. Oh, fascinating. Okay, okay. So hitting those changes the notes. What do we need the notes to be? That is a question for you from me. I think the lines have to match up. Okay. I got one. Okay, I think this is correct. There we go. Okay, got two. let's do the left one first. No. This one first. Okay, we'll start from the bottom. Okay, so there's this one, and that one. Oops. Okay, none of them match that, so. Okay, those ones match. I'm gonna stick with that. Got them to match. Did I just almost solve this? I did it! Let's go. Let us hear the music, the song of the silk. The song of the silk people. Oh my god, this is really pretty. I like this. This is giving me Skyward Sword vibes. I'm loving it. Holy. Learn the architect's melody. One part of the threefold melody, entrust it to the industrious architects. Objective updated. Wait. Oh yeah, because we got all the way to the top there. Nice. I am a god. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm done with this place. I don't have to come here ever again. Goodbye. I knew this was important. Oh. It's a smell-evator. I did not expect it to be a smell-evator. Alright, what time is it? 6:30. We're gonna have to make dinner in a bit. I need to eat some lunch, I'm gonna go get some bread and have a snack, and we're gonna change games to HiGuard because I want to play HardGuard. I'm not addicted, you're addicted. Just finish editing a quick video on the ratings for... I wonder what kind of game Percy Jackson would be. I feel like if the vision is right, it can be a good game. I love the action games, but I don't think it'd fit. I think it could fit an action RPG. I think it would fit an RPG, definitely. I think that's what would work best. Maybe something closer to like a God of War style. I think that would work. Never doubted you for a second. Of course you didn't, Yuki. Of course you didn't. I think an RPG would work for Percy Jackson. Either controlling a party of book characters playing through an adapted storyline, or maybe with custom characters playing through an original quest. Yeah, I think also a turn-based could work too. Yeah, a turn-based would work. I wonder if these solutions are unique. I doubt they are. They might be, but I doubt it. That'd be cool. I'd like to have a Persona or Expedition 33 style game with Percy Jackson. Why not a Final Fantasy style game? You know, the granddaddy of all JRPGs. All right, we're going to take a break there, and we'll be back after a quick break, and I'm going to play some HiGuard. Because Ranked is out, and a new agent, and a bunch of other stuff. So we'll be back after these messages.
Do you feel tired, confused, or dizzy? Have you ever felt like you just can't go on because of massive headaches? Then try water! Water is the newest soft drink on the market. It's refreshing and delicious, all while containing 0 sugar, 0 corn syrup, and 0 calories. Water will give you the strength to complete the toughest of tasks on the hottest of days. Water can even be used for cleaning yourself and your clothes. An overexposure to water can lead to flooding, massive downpours, tsunamis, whirlpools, and even drowning. Gnarly, dudes. If this happens to you, call 911 and some bros will be there in a flash. If you're planning to use water without an experienced physician around, please make sure you bring along someone who is CPR certified. Man, water is good. Water, have a sip.
All right, we're back, chat. I got myself a bagel. HiGuard's just launching. What am I watching? What do you mean? Have you never seen the nature ads? That's a real ad from a real nature company. The byproduct of dainbermage. No, dainbermage is a different company works on that. Has nobody ever sold you water before? It's the best it's the best soda drink on the market. All right, chat. What is? Okay, that's set to system. That should be set to game. Okay, okay, good. I kind of want to get the new mount, the bar gas. I really like it. Like, it's a really cool looking mount, especially the Grave Howler and the Void Wolf. Those two are really cool. But I still have my Griffin. Yeah, my Elder Griff. That was weird that it went to that. Alright, let's try, do we want to try ranking, chat? I haven't won a single game. Like, my success ratio is, like, not good right now. To be fair, though, they reset the stat. They only started counting success ratio after this patch, so it doesn't show any of my successes from Act 1 or Episode 1. I haven't seen those ads before. Oh, you'll be seeing them a lot soon. Water's a lie. That's how they turn the frogs, yay. Actually true. It is how they turn them into hermaphrodites. Alright. Let's hope our team chats, because the last few games I played, nobody chatted in the comms. People didn't even ping. Which they don't have to for us to win. It would be nice if they did. Okay, so the map is River Mark.
Time to make our choice, team.
I like Helmet. I feel like Helmet is the easiest to defend. I'm not a fan of Smuggler's Den because nobody uses the barrels right. Frostal is fine. I feel like King's Lair kind of sucks. If they take a spot in King's Lair, it's like almost impossible to get it back.
Right, team. Dome shield's almost unlocked. Reinforce the base and ready up.
Reinforcing the wall.
Now you might think that wall isn't useful because it doesn't stop them from getting in, but it does give you an area to hide.
You're not the villain you believe
10
yourself.
seconds to go. Let's take this one home, group.
I wish you could see that enemy camps through that window.
The shield breaker will form soon. Get everything you need to prepare.
Yeah, let's get our Vesper. Now you might be wondering why I did that and just break this one. Well, if you play the game, Atticus has an ability that lets you do that. Lets you kill.
How about you storm over here and buy something?
Ha ha ha.
Good luck
I'm gonna get
out
a
there,
helmet.
Atticus.
A helmet is way too useful in my opinion. It's very valuable to get a helmet early. You might find one, but I still think it's more worth it to You know, I've never tried to do that as Atticus, so I didn't know that was how it worked. And this is why I didn't get a weapon, because you can find those pretty easily.
Found a paladin. Mount saddle here. It's right. Let's go.
You might be thinking, how could he have taken damage like that? Is he an idiot? And the answer is yes. But also, it's fine. If you're not in the middle of battle, falling like that isn't going to be a problem. Okay, she's fighting someone. So I need to go help.
I heard you. Tracking.
Nope, she's down. Okay, we need to group up. I'm not gonna go hang out and fight them by myself. There's probably 3 of them around. Alright, we should probably group up because it looks like they're grouped. I just said that to my team.
Shield breakers forming at the water pumps. Move. Shield
Nice job, team. Nice job.
Ready to ride. Let's go.
How come my charge didn't hit the other 2? Okay, it's gonna spawn in like 1 second.
Shield breakers formed. Go get it.
Reload.
Oh, they can't get me. Nice, nice. Nice, nice job.
Reloading.
Nice. Okay, I think we're gonna get him. Like I said, you pick this. I'm gonna show you why I think this map is, why the map the enemy picked sucks.
Enemy down. Reloading. Bird. Enemy sight.
Let's plant the breaker.
Reloading. Respawn's almost locked. We're getting into the overtime stretch. Location locked. Calling in siege tower.
I shouldn't have taken that from her, but it's fine. The reason you don't usually want to take it from your Mara. Can you let me? I wish they could let me start climbing this sooner, so I can get to the trader. Thank you for the soul armor.
Those cracked. Move in.
Ah, fuck. Bad position.
Throw grenade. I'm with you. To the very end. Sending shock spear.
Where is he?
Go here.
Shots been deployed. Down. That's an enemy.
Bomb planted. Now let's defend it.
Shot heard.
The souls of the fallen fortified.
Okay.
Shots there. Jaws of death.
Bomb fuse is about halfway through. Keep it up, team.
Taking damage.
10 seconds until detonation.
Ready to run.
I'm not gonna stop it. See, this is exactly why. Like, they can't get to us now.
Harvesting the soul.
We're getting there. Generator destroyed.
Reloading.
Oh, they know where I am. Yep. Ah, the wolf was following me. Is in-game VC just dead these days?
Right, team.
It depends on the game. Lower ranks, newer games tend to be more dead.
Enemy detected.
The higher rank you get, the more likely you're gonna get in-game VC, but people are toxic.
Summoning a dark spawn.
So it's kind of a 50-50.
Our siege tower's down. No more spawns, team.
Firing
Taking
on our
damage.
foe. I'm reloading.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
It will all be over soon. Moving here.
use her ult.
Planting a thumper charge.
Oh, it's not gonna let me use her ult. Okay.
Good raid, team.
That's fine. We
Keep
got
it
the
going
base,
for the
so
next
it's
one.
not a big deal. I'm gonna upgrade my,
It's not over
or
yet.
not.
Ultimate
Riding out.
ready to ride. Let's go.
I like getting an early helmet
We've got some
and
extra time before the next storm.
saddle, just in
Ready
case.
yourself. This way.
Understood.
All loot's upgraded, team.
See, I could have waited to get that hammer, but having my hammer earlier helps a lot more.
Incoming airdrop.
Here's a kraken.
Zipline gun here, team.
Oh, the Kraken. Okay, I've got purple weapons. That's going to be really useful for us. And this is going to save on my Vesper costs. In fact, I'm only going to have to really buy armor and maybe hammer charges now. So I don't mind giving most of it
Here's
to
a
them.
kraken. Purchasing gear from the charlatan.
Kind of just running around. I want to stay near my team, but I don't know if I'm going to be hugging their butts so much.
Some rockets here, team.
Airdrop landed, team.
Got a Vanguard.
Check your maps.
Ready to ride. Let's go.
Where are we going? I'm following you guys.
Never mind. Changing my position. Enemy spotted.
I
Alright.
will
My
track
power
you
storm
back.
is ready.
Okay, I want to get this.
The shield breaker's coming in at geothermal. Shield breaker forming up.
Alright, messed that up, but that's fine. Gonna go join my Mara.
Moving to this vicinity.
Understood.
I'm under fire. My light.
No.
Pain.
why he thought he was gonna win that.
Harvesting enemy cells.
Soul exterminated.
Now we can collect the Vesper for free and get the shield breaker.
Shield breakers formed. Go get it.
Got the shield breaker. Watch my flank.
Bomb kit. Bomb kit might be more valuable than reviver,
Soul armor here.
so I'll go with bomb kit.
It's right. Let's go. Enemy spotted. Under fire. Ah! I'm down. Blaze weakened. Tracking them out. Taking
Nice, dude. This guy is insane. Oh, I thought I threw my. Thought I threw my spear down. Oh well.
enemy soul explode.
Fine. I'll
Recent
get
race
back up.
spawns are almost locked. We're getting into the overtime stretch.
I don't even need anything really. So, again, this is why
Joining
getting.
the fight.
Where's my team? I always feel so disoriented.
Casting soul armor.
Spotted our prey. Fire.
We're in extra time. Spawn's locked. Getting close. Just 2 enemies left.
Purge enemy under fire.
There's just 1 enemy left. Let's end it.
I cannot transform yet.
Sometimes I get a little confused when we're in the middle of a fight like that. I think it's fair.
Everyone get ready to raid. Siege tower rolling
I don't really
in.
need to buy anything, so I'm just gonna stay on my Okay.
Stopping the siege tower.
And this is when we emote on them.
My power storm surges. Enemy here.
Don't scrap. Moving.
Range weakened.
Huh? Ah, sometimes the desync is really bad in this game.
I'm reloading. Not over yet. I've been down.
Yo, you.
No one gets left behind. Dropped an enemy.
Got you.
Moving here.
Gotta save our roses.
Moving in on target B. Copy that. Taking down.
Grenade out.
Reloading.
It will all
Throw
be
grenade.
over soon. I'm planting a bomb.
Losing shot spear.
Throwing some solar.
Throwing shot spear.
My dark spawn rises.
Firing.
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
Marking our dark spot.
Bomb fuse is about halfway through.
Okay.
Keep it up, team.
I'll use my thumper charge, that way I can run around. Easy peasy. Won my first game of ranked, chat, and you saw it here. You saw it here. I did it. It was all me. Couldn't have been anybody else. 100% the Zag man. Big Z. Look at that. Most kills, most assists. Clearly, I'm the MVP. Freaking godlike. Let's go. I actually really like that they added this. Before it would show these stats, but it wouldn't turn whoever did the most yellow. So that's really nice. I like that they highlight the positive stuff. It's not like, oh, most kills and then most deaths at the bottom in red. It's just like, hey, you did really good. You as a player, you got 14, right? You as a player on your team, you got 11. You used your ultimate a lot. We bask in the glory of the Dragon God. Exactly, this Bronze 3 Dragon God. Yeah, let's go. Let's do another one. That was freaking great. Have I ever played HiGuard with good vibes on the line? Every game, good vibes are on the line. Want to include a line graph on the thumbnail showing the viewership for Season 1 next to Season 2. I'm guessing I should get rid of the access labels and shit to make things cleaner. Don't use a real line graph. Make a fake line graph. So go into a photo editor of some kind and just do a do a fake one that looks like a thunderbolt, because people like when it's not straight or curved. They like when it looks like when it looks jagged. And then say Season 1 numbership viewers, and then put a number underneath it. Season 2 numbership viewers, and put a number underneath it. And just put your face with the reaction like, or like something like that. That's how you do it. And then you just have like a simple like techie looking background, like black with green grid lines or something. Or instead of your face, have Percy Jackson's and have him going like a surprise face. Either your face or Percy Jackson's. Percy Jackson's might work better. You and Andrew playing behind the curtain. Can't be you, dragons don't have thumbs. Yeah, but we can use Mage Hand.
When darkness falls, I will light the way.
The black and green, what a throwback. Black and green.
Time to make our choice, team.
Oh, yeah, black and green. Oh, you're talking about the thumbnail. Wellspring, the only one I like is Frosthold. Wellspring kind of sucks because the core is right in the front and the center. So it's easy to storm it and take it over. You can defend it. It's not hard to defend, but a lot of people don't know how to defend it. Everybody's playing the new guy. I forget his name. I honestly do not like playing this guy is the most annoying in my opinion because he just destroys all your walls
Right, team.
with his abilities.
Dome shield's almost unlocked.
It's kind of broken.
Reinforce the base and ready up.
Upgrading this wall. Hey, Addy.
Hey there.
I know we're both.
I forgot we have to do the reinforcing phase.
Hard to hit a target at long range.
Dome's opening in 10. Ready up, team.
I still got our highest class. No lessons required there. But
Alright, let's
when you
go.
left, it taught me that we are all
The
massive
shield breaker
around
will form soon. Get everything you need to prepare.
Glad it helped. Even if my
Damn,
lesson
listen to
in
this girl
humility didn't.
yapping. Holy F. She's fluent in Japanese.
Right, let's go.
I want some early Vesp. I'm greedy for the Vesp. I'm itching for the Vesp, man. Can you give me some Vesp? It is nice that they put a little bit of Vesper next on all the trading spots. So then it's like, oh, I found Vesper. Where do I use it? Right next to the Vesper. I took probably the worst path. But whatever. Got some armor. Got a Vanguard. I hate when it shows up like super slow.
Got a Vanguard here.
Back down.
Oh, nice. Holy heck.
Viper SMG here.
I'm coming. I don't think she needs me. Actually, now that I think about it. Okay. I was doing some limit testing there. I didn't think it would hit the lightning would hit it, but
Found a longhorn if you need it.
yeah, that's a white. Yeah, I have enough armor.
Let's ride. Got a blast hammer here. Found a paladin. Never mind. Arm over here. Stay protected.
I'll go group with team. I'm
The
gonna take a
shield
long way.
breaker is forming at the throne room.
This might be dangerous. There's a high chance of enemies being on this side.
Stopping off to grab some gear.
Now we're talking. Good pick.
Enemy spotted.
I see multiple guys over here.
I got you.
Never mind. Enemy spotted. I sense a wounded enemy. Under fire.
Reloading.
Throwing grenade. Taking damage. Shock spear loosed.
Shield
for me.
breaker's formed. Go get it. The shield breaker's in enemy hands. Move to intercept.
Jumping to base.
Jumping back to base.
Yeah, that's probably the safest option.
Mounting up. Let's ride.
We'll cut them off as they get here. Let them come to us. Although they can just sit and wait, which I think is... I think they should have some penalty for just sitting around. I think if they're not within a certain area of our base by a certain time, they should start just taking damage.
The shield breaker is close to our base. We must stop them.
Fire.
Listen up. The enemy has dropped the shield breaker. Intercept.
Where am I getting
Enemy's got
sniped
the shield
from?
breaker. Take them out.
Where was I? Okay then.
Getting shot.
Respawns are almost locked. We're getting into the overtime stretch.
Thank you for the res.
We still got this, buddy.
Smoke. Thanks for sticking with me. Grenade out. Yeah.
We're in extra time. Spawn's locked.
Mounting up. Let's ride. Taking fire. Losing shock spear.
Getting close. Just 2 enemies left.
Nice job, team. Nice job.
Get back to base.
Okay, we got the first bit of damage in.
Get ready to raid. Siege tower rolling in.
What can I purchase? I don't have a lot of vests.
My blades are weak.
This is your warning. It's the only one built yet. Grab his spear.
Don't lead him to victory, Atticus.
We cracked the dome. Get in there.
Back down. Disappear.
Under fire. Time to bring them down.
Wall stand.
Pray
Pass through.
Planting a bomb on their anchor stone.
Defend your bomb. This could end it all.
Enemy soul.
See, you just put spear, your electric spears as Atticus, and it's defended. Doesn't matter what side you're on. 9 more seconds for me to power my spear all the way up. Oh, that one's bad. Now it's not gonna hit anybody.
Bomb fuse is about halfway through. Keep it up, team.
I'm just gonna hold here. While my team does all the work, I'm literally just gonna sit here and watch our bomb.
Bad news. Your bomb's defused.
That's fine.
We still have. Took one down.
Enemy soul.
Vanishing from the house.
Bomb in. Defense time.
I need
We've
mine.
got this.
Shock spear out. I'm taking down.
Alright, I'll stay with my team this time.
Hurling shock spear.
Bomb fuse is about halfway through. Keep it up, team.
Stay together.
Jaws of death cannot hold you. Power's ready.
Team, our tower is down. No more respawns.
Okay. That's
You've
one.
destroyed a generator. Keep it up.
Shifted this wall. Glide through.
Out.
Your bomb will take the win. Defend it.
Getting damage.
I'll let her take that one.
Soul
She
set.
deserved it.
Our bomb fuse is halfway. Keep at it.
Easy peasy lemon squeeze
One
me.
hell of a fight. That
Holy.
secured. Great work, team.
We kind of destroyed them. My teammates were nuts, dude. Did you see that? I did not have to do anything. Like, look at, I got like no kills. She was insane. The only thing I did was use my ult. And that was just at the end because I was like, I'm going to make sure we don't have to worry about it. Holy. That feels so good. Chat, what other games are you guys playing right now? Soon, team, soon. Soon will be bronze too. Please. Get me that bronze too, brothers. Alright. I'll play one more, and I think it's getting close to dinner time. I'm gonna text my wife just to make sure. Draco's ult.
Draco's ult. Draco fish. Draco fish.
I think Atticus might be my new main. Originally, my main was gonna be Kai, because I really like Kai. And then I really liked Slade because he has dragon stuff. And then I really liked Mara. And then I tried Kai for a few games for missions. And it turns out I'm actually really good at playing Kai. He fits my playstyle. Just go and break shit. This one's the best one in my opinion. I like Solwell a lot. They have to really push in to get to your core. They can't backdoor it. What did they pick? Kingslayer. Ooh. If we push him, easy game. Okay, we just better hope we don't. Damn, they got 2 scouts.
Base will unlock soon. Stock up, reinforce the walls. Get ready to ride out.
Remember, work together as a team.
Hello, team.
The more we trust each other, the harder they will fall.
You can trust me to kill them. I expect the same.
Dome's opening in 10. Ready
There's
up,
more to
team.
being a warden than just killing.
Keep telling yourself that.
I'm gonna go for this early vest.
The shield breaker will form soon. Get everything you need to prepare.
Oh, this guy has a... He does not have a push to talk knife. So that's gonna be fun. We're gonna hear all his random sounds.
Let's get you what you need.
Like I said, always good to get an early helmet. Way too valuable in my opinion. Reducing headshot damage, even by like 5%. I'm a Roman soldier with futuristic gun. Oh no, this is a skin. I'm wearing a skin. This is another world.
Found a paladin. Helmet here if you need one. Armor over here. Stay protected. Found a saber rifle.
Yeah, this is just a skin I'm wearing. Alright, got an upgraded.
At least 2 of them are already at the sword spot.
Ready to ride. Let's go.
Okay. And then we got to group up then before we push it.
Got a vanguard here.
I prefer the Dynasty over the Vanguard. I feel like it does more damage. It probably does. I haven't looked at the numbers.
All right, Warden.
Stopping off to grab your gear.
See you around, kid. Give him hell.
Yeah, I got the 2 most valuable early game buys in my opinion.
Almost back to you, almost back to
This
you.
way.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Armor over here. Stay protected.
Shield breakers forming at Queen's Crypt. Ride out.
Let's go this way.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to be quiet.
Trying,
Probably
but
over
not
there.
succeeding.
Let's go this way. Grenade out.
No targets in range of my Q, actually.
Oh, our teammate was down.
Shield breaker swarmed. Go get it.
We're gonna go
I hear
straight
him.
forward or
Yeah.
back?
Under fire.
We've dropped the shield breaker.
We should have moved
Get
back.
it,
Oh well.
quick.
Now we know.
Enemy's got the shield
Yeah.
breaker. Take them out.
Do I want that amulet? Not really. I want that blast here. It's not gonna be useful for not pushing though.
Mounting up. Let's ride. Yeah.
Made a shortcut.
Fire.
Let's go.
I'm
this
reloading.
way.
We're just riding up
Shield
the road.
breaker is close to our base. We must stop them.
That mounts down.
It took so long to shoot because I didn't have a good shot. Our what's his face is just running in, and then we have to follow up, and it's kind of sucks. That's a bit sad. Why does he? Wait, why does that make you sad? Wait, why is that sad? I don't understand why that's
My
sad.
light returns.
Would it make you happy if it was
Here we go.
like? I don't know. It's a weird thing to say in my opinion.
Coming over.
It's not
Thumb
the
splitter.
specific thing I thought of, therefore it's sad.
They're breaking through. Ready yourselves. Let's defend.
That reminds me of the people who are like, oh my god, the
There's
new
two
character in
over here.
Pokemon has to be Ash's daughter. And then when it turned out it wasn't, it's like, oh my god, that's so sad. It's like, what do you mean sad?
Zone broken. Focus fire. Dome breach.
Did this-
Need to seal it.
Shock spin deployed. Taking fire. Reloading.
Oh, that was a bad idea for me.
An enemy is planting a
The
bomb.
problem is,
Stop them.
our, what's his name? He just runs in, he's like, oh, I can
An
just
enemy
run and
bomb is
face
counting
tank.
down. Defuse it.
It's like, you're not really helping when you do that.
It's not over yet.
Okay, well, we
Man,
lost
these guys are
one.
nasty with the Vipers.
A generator's destroyed. Push that defense. An enemy is planting a bomb. Stop them.
Enemy spotted.
Bomb planted. Stop it or it's all over.
How? How are you getting so much?
I've been down.
You should not be able to damage me more than I damage you when I've gotten that many shots off on you.
We've got
Kind
an
of nuts.
enemy spawning in our base. Find the dark spawn.
My light returns.
Defuse that bomb.
Okay, well, I think we lost this game, chat. Damn, 2 wins in a row.
We lost this one. It's over.
This guy is bronze 3 and he thinks people are cheating. Okay. You just ran it. If you're okay. Bronze statues. What's your favorite mines? The back line. The enemy never sees me coming. My favorite mine. What? Have you thought about joining Andrew in his skits or making some of your own? I've thought of making some of my own. I don't really see a point in joining Andrew. in his unless he needs another person there. Generally, he doesn't, so no. I thought about making some of my own, but I don't have the drive to do that. There's other stuff I want to make. Clout. Look, I'm not gonna say I'm amazing at the game, but I mean that did feel a little unfair. I feel like the Viper's nuts. Maybe I should use the Viper more. Maybe I should go Viper Vandal, or I forget what it's called now. So what I am is a, so in this lore, I don't know the full stuff. They haven't told us most of it, and I'd like them to put it out soon. But we are these characters called wardens, and wardens are people with certain abilities, and they're able to use Vesper, and there's a trader who can trade items for them, and they're trying... I don't know exactly why the characters are doing what
I am
they're doing.
honored to fight by your side.
Like Batman and Robin for Superman and Superboy. It's ironic you say Superman and Superboy because almost zero of the comics have Superman and Superboy actually work together for more than like 3 issues.
Time to make our choice, team.
Helmuth is my favorite. Oh, they want to go Smuggler's Den. Okay. And no, I'm going to click Helmuth anyways. It's going to pick Smuggler's Den, but I like being a contrarian. Oh, that was the guy on my team last game. Okay.
Base will unlock soon. Stock up. Reinforce.
Good to know.
Get ready to ride out.
Let's go with Viper.
Getting this wall enough. There he is, the hero of Halcyon, resplendent in all his spangled glory.
I'm no hero. You're not the villain you believe yourself.
Listen up. 10 seconds and we're heading out.
Right. What are you doing? Stopping off to grab some.
I would really like to see. I really want them to make files and lore for the game,
Shieldbreaker
or at least
hasn't
expand
formed
on it.
just yet. Take some time to ready yourself.
The reason I always go to the top first is because then you can end up on the bottom. So if someone's shooting at you, you have cover, and that way you end up at the traders when you're done. Instead of going to the trader first and then getting more Vesper, and then having to go back down. It saves you a little bit of time. It's not the quote-unquote best way to do it, but it is the way I like doing it. Watch, I get a... Nope. What's it called? An amulet for Vesper. Harvester amulet. That's it.
What can I get you, Captain? Nice doing
I'm
business
good.
with you.
Mounting up. Let's ride. Enemy
Maybe
here.
we go here. I spot a baddie.
Debated.
Mounting up. Let's ride.
Thank you, team. Let's freaking go there. Can I ask some advice? Sure, depends on the advice.
Coming in. Shield breakers forming at the mines.
Looking for movement.
No movement, but stay ready.
Okay, always hit the top one. Might as well get the grenade cooldown one.
Hey there. Stopping off to grab some gear.
Yeah, I really don't need anything.
I got you. Let's fly. Eyes
Hurling
on.
shock spear.
Enemies in view.
Over team. Shield breaker's ready. Grab it.
My light.
Drops an enemy. Soul first.
Drop the shield breaker. Get it quick. The shield breaker's in enemy hands. Move to intercept.
Okay, that didn't go as well as I thought. Drifting from me, I feel
The
like
shield
his
breaker's
energy is
close
not as
to our
excited
base.
as he is
Move in.
with his other friends. Also known.
It's not over yet.
Show
Mounting
armor
up.
here.
That's right.
Protect yourself.
Oh, mesh. Oh, I feel good.
Listen up. The enemy has dropped the shield breaker. Intercept.
Throwing shock spear.
I tried.
Fallen.
How did they both die so fast? That makes some kind of excuse. Sounds like he just likes being with his other friends more than you. And you have to just talk to him about it. If it bothers you.
They're coming in. Ready weapons,
Like,
armor.
you can't
Let's make them regret it.
make him want to hang out with you, but you have to let him know how you feel. If you don't, you're just going to feel that way forever.
Enemy inside. Take them out.
I'm reloading.
Foe spotted.
Taking fire.
Moving here. Eyes up. Scanning for enemies. Mark some movement. Taken down. Taking some. I'm down.
Nice.
It will all be over soon.
Rejoining the fight.
I don't mind dying, it's fine. It'd be like that.
Soul armor here. Protect yourself. Scanning for enemies. Spotted some movement. Mark, it will all be over. Eyes up.
Spear loose.
We will meet again in the dark below.
Okay, they have 2 spawns left, which means it can only be 2 of them max.
Throwing some soul armor.
Nice job. We've taken their siege tower down.
Looking for movement. Got some bags. Your life
Thank you.
belongs to me.
Enemy spotted. I'm down.
How?
Marking baddies from above. It's on.
How are they doing this much damage?
Being shot at here.
Rejoining the fight.
Way to fight them off, team. Now it's
That
our
was
turn.
kind of nuts. Who's the one
Right,
playing the
let's go.
what's her face? Is that the guy I played with last game who was like too easy to cheat in this
We've
game?
got some extra time before
Maybe
the
he
next
is
storm.
cheating.
Ready yourself.
If he is, you know, I'm gonna report. Check if that remind me later,
It's been
chat.
upgraded.
The
Get it if you
condor.
need it.
Actually, I can check now, can't I? No, it doesn't say.
Airdrop inbound. Got baddies nearby.
Ready
Let's
to bring the
focus up.
storm.
I'm not really good with either of those.
Bumper charge here.
I'll go with the Corsair for now. Until I find a better Viper.
Riding out. Scanning for enemies.
I know I hear
Getting
gunshots.
nothing from the scouts. Stay vigilant. Purchasing some gear.
A shield breaker is forming at the water pumps. Traveling here.
Stopping off to grab some gear.
Now we're talking. Good pick. See you around, kid.
Ready to ride. Let's go.
Airdrop landing team. Check your maps. We've got baddies nearby. Let's focus up.
Changing my position. Purged. Enemy soul.
I know it's better to give it to Mara, but
Protect yourself.
Listen up. Looks like the other team is calling it quits. This one's all ours.
oh, they quit. Okay.
Great bloody work, team. We've secured this location.
Let's check who's the Condor. Yeah, the Condor was the too easy to cheat in HiGuard. Yep. Okay. I'm reporting. How do I can't. Can I not report post game? That sucks. Oh well. At least I still get the RR. I just want him to make room for me. I don't know how to. So, your problem is you've had a friend who you've been friends with for a long time since high school. Are you guys in college right now, or in your 30s or your 40s? Just give me like, are you in your 20s, 30s, or 40s? Because if you guys are in college right now and he's just having fun with his other college friends, that's kind of how it's going to be for a while. It might just be that the stuff they do is more entertaining for him than the stuff that the two of you do solo. Maybe he likes more bigger group activities. And I get you want to be close to your friend, but you can't force that. And you can ask him, you can let him know, like, hey, I feel like you don't ever want to hang out anymore. Like, when we're hanging out, we're in our 20s and we're not in college. So you're like mid to late 20s. Like, you can tell him, like, hey, I'd like to hang out more and I'd like to have more room. But ultimately, you can't force him to want to spend time with you. He's only going to be able to spend so much time with you. And he's going to want to spend the rest of it with other people. And I know that's going to suck. And so you kind of have two options. You either have to accept the way things are. You have to try and do the things that he... Because are you guys... Do you guys all like the same stuff? Do his other friends like the same things you like? Do you guys do all the same... Like, do you all play Like let's just say as an example, do y'all play Valorant and he just likes playing with them more, or is it they like to go out partying and you want to stay in and read books, or you know you like escape rooms and they don't and they like going to football matches, right? If you want to spend more time with him, you have to do the things that he enjoys, even if you don't enjoy them sometimes. But that also means you lose out on the things you really enjoy. So really, you either have to be okay with spending less time with him, spend more time doing the stuff that he enjoys that you don't, or maybe the third option is you got to make some new friends in a hobby that you do enjoy that your friend seems to not enjoy. Like if you really like video games or tabletops, go find some people in that community and hang out with them, maybe online or in person.
Team. Better pick our base.
You all like Bleach? Okay. Is it just Bleach? Do you guys all like other anime? Like Naruto, Dragon Ball, One Piece? Or is it just Bleach? What do they do when they hang out though? Do they just talk about Bleach? Like what makes you not mesh with his other friends well? I'm not sure. With any consideration, I went through most of my time in college and not hang out with my high school friends.
Team.
Or hang out
Dome
now
shield's almost unlocked.
more than
Reinforce the base and
more than I'm
ready
done
up.
with college. Yeah, that's true. That was true with my friends too.
I've hunted these lands many times. Beneath the silence.
Reinforcing the wall.
Be wary.
Listen up. 10 seconds and we're heading out.
Right. Let's go.
The shield breaker will form soon. Get everything you need to prepare.
I like these very stone-like maps. That did hit nice. Let's see if I can hit that one. Oh my god. I don't play this game too much. You play this game too much. I didn't even check what it is. Bomb kit. Pretty good. I think bomb kit is strong,
Ranger here.
but like, did I just get both of my guns? Oh my god. That's freaking beautiful. Okay, next time I see a trader, I'm definitely gonna buy a helmet and saddle. I don't even need to open stuff anymore. So I'm just gonna group up with my team because I have all the stuff I want. I use that for the speed boost. I love that they changed it so that way speed boosts are always active and no longer just active when the Stormbreaker is near. It honestly sucked when it was like, oh, I want to run through this. Doesn't matter, the enemy has a Stormbreaker, so they get to run through. Free saddle? Holy. Another bomb kit. I'll take that though.
Mounting up.
Throwing grenade.
That's right.
Howler out.
Shield breakers forming at the bell tower. Ready up.
Reloading.
Getting shot at.
Shock spear deployed. Reloading. Throwing grenade. Enemy detected.
Well, that happened.
Firing. Let's move here. Getting hit. That's an enemy.
Oh, behind us. Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay, we got. Oh! Team.
Not over yet, pup.
Shield breakers formed. Go
Okay.
get it.
Stay on me. Get the shield breaker. On the move.
that? No. I wish I could call them back to me.
Reloading. Let's move here. Mounting up. Let's ride. Grenade out. I'm with you to the very end.
Getting damaged.
Getting hit.
I'm reloading.
Hold the shield breaker. Pick it up, team.
I'm reloading. Shock spear loosed.
Respawns are almost locked. We're getting into the overtime stretch. Shield breaker's in enemy hands. Move to intercept.
Okay, that was bad. Bad showing from me. Give me a second one just in case I forget.
Listen up, group. No more spawns. We're in extra time.
Yeah. We should
On the
reposition
move.
here.
Mounting up.
Yeah, I gotta play it safer.
Firing. Firing. Enemy here. Reloading.
2 enemies remain, team. Take them out.
Getting shot. Need more time, friends. Down.
These guys are really something.
Rejoining the fight. I'm strengthening this wall.
Keep your chins up in there. You'll find your victory another day.
Positions, team. They're breaking through your dome. Enemy inside. Take them out.
Taking fire. Reloading. The jaws of death. I'm taking damage.
We still got
Throwing shock spear. Power storm fully charged.
Let the sands cover me.
Soul severed.
Coming in.
Opening fire. Throwing grenade. Opening fire. Reloading. Jaws of death cannot hold you. I'm taking fire. I'm down.
Sometimes I feel like these guys just hit different.
planted. We must stop it or we're done.
Thunderbolt barrage! Thunderaxe charged.
Blades come.
Accent.
I feel like Scarlet's ult is way too strong.
If yours to run.
They shall know.
Like its resetting ability, I think is way too
This siege
strong.
tower is done. Now let's clear them out.
It's not over yet. Under fire.
Stop the bomb.
I can't. No, they won. Rough.
We lost this one. It's over.
Yeah, I think her ult resetting cooldown. How am I doing today? I'm doing pretty good. She's annoying to play against. We're doing some PvP type gaming up in here. Looks like a bunch of crazy in the best way. I do like HiGuard. I don't know if you would like HiGuard, Lily. It's hard to say. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm so... Okay. Well, I gotta end here because dinner... I have to cook dinner in like 20 minutes. So we gotta end. Thanks for joining me. I just wanted to mess around in some Silksong and then play some HiGuard for a bit. So thank you again for joining me. We will see you all next week. We'll either do an editing stream on Monday or more HiGuard. Maybe a bit of both. More edit guard, you know? So you'll come by for that, I hope. Until then, guys, stay safe, stay smart, stay healthy, be thankful for everything and everyone in your life. And the number one rule here in the Dragon's Den, don't believe in yourself. Believe in me, who believes in you. Bye-bye. Chat.